Durda is here with your full forecast. Hey, Julie.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. Eric, South Florida. One thing I can tell you that we're going to start to get used to, ready or not, here it comes, this summer sizzle. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 70s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, 80 degrees in Key West. And as we go into the weekend, not much changes. This warmth and this humidity will be with us. And also, more importantly, the mostly dry conditions and the bright blue skies we're going to be seeing. There is not any cloud cover even on my forecast model for us here in South Florida for the next several days. We do have our dew points in the upper 60s and low 70s, so that is in that sticky category. So our air temperature is about 2 to 3 degrees warmer as you walk out the door. It feels like 79 instead of 77. 84 is what it feels like in Key West. As for the kids headed to the bus stop, extra bottle water, sunblock, sunglasses, as our temperatures will be going from the upper 70s to the 90s, but it's going to feel like the upper 90s as you're picking them up from school. A lot more on your Friday and your weekend forecast coming up.
Well, South Florida, no major incidents to report. The roads looking pretty much like this. Clear, good to go on this Friday. If you're traveling on those north or southbound lanes, if you need to take 95, this is what you'll run into for the most part. The only area where we're starting to see some delays in Miami-Dade is in the Golden Glades. Yep. It's starting to get busy. So really right now it's the perfect time to leave before delays get worse. As you approach the Golden Glades from the turnpike, 16 miles per hour, the speeds you're going to slow down to as you approach the Golden Glades area. As for Broward County, though, nothing like that in sight. We're not really dealing with delays. We are perfect. No construction either or any accidents getting in the way of our commute. Those north and southbound lanes of 95 in the green. If you're traveling northbound right after 595, that is where your speeds are coming in at 65 miles per hour.
Now to a forecast heading into the weekend. Hey, Julie.
Hi, Eric, Alex, South Florida. Yeah, you said it. Something you can't see, but you'll feel as soon as you walk out the door is the very calm winds and the warmth and the humidity. So as you're waking up, though, I mean, first shot from our Hollywood Beach cam, it looks like that everywhere with those mostly clear skies, dry conditions, and first light of the horizon. Temperatures upper 70s. Miami, Fort Lauderdale. A forecast calls for us to have mostly dry conditions again today and leading into the weekend. Now, not even cloud cover. So with limited cloud cover, rain limited, you know what that means. We're just going to continue to heat up and warm up, especially with our winds moving in from the south. Our dew points are in the low 70s and upper 60s. That is well into the steamy category, and that's providing for the temperatures to feel a few degrees warmer than what their actual air temperature is. So I showed you it's 77 in Miami, but it feels like 79. It's 80 in Fort Lauderdale, but it felt like 82. So as the kids head to the bus stop, temperatures will be in the 70s, upper 70s, feeling like the 80s. Highs today will be in the 90s. But check it out, it's going to feel like the upper 90s. I'll have a lot more on this warming trend coming up. Friday morning, South Florida. Morning field meteorologist Julie Durda. The new drought monitor came out yesterday, and after the deluge of showers and storms and the record rainfall we saw earlier this week, it did help put a dent in the drought. We are still under drought-stricken conditions, but last week we were 93% in a drought, and this week we're at 75%. So those extreme conditions have pushed more to the west, and we're still under the severe to moderate conditions. So with that being said, are we going to be seeing any rainfall on the 7-day forecast? No, unfortunately. It's really all about the heat. Highs staying well above average for the next 7 days. Satellite and radar composite showing clear skies and dry conditions. We have high pressure in place, not just today, but this will lead us into a sizzling weekend with temperatures well above average for this time of year. And leading into the weekend, we will see highs each and every day in the 90s. Feels like temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. The good news is this is great weather to head to the beach or do some boating. There's a low risk of occurrence for beachgoers, boaters. The bays will be at a light trop. But we do have an extreme UV index in place for the next 7 days. So please lather on that sunblock, take breaks inside if you do work outside, and make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Have a great weekend, South Florida. Alexis, thank you for that. You'll be cranking the AC in your traffic commute this morning and really for the rest of the next 7 days. And this is why. One, I did want to bring to you the new drought monitor. Great news. We did see beneficial rainfall. Of course, any rainfall is beneficial, but boy, the record rainfall we saw in Miami really helped with our drought conditions. We went from 93% in that severe drought to 75% as of yesterday. No, we're still in a drought, my friends, for the year. Right now, just over 2.25 for the year in Miami, at Fort Lauderdale, over 3.5, well in a surplus in Key West. So the question is, are we going to see some rainfall to help us out? No rainfall expected, at least until next Thursday in my 7-day forecast. Live look outside. any relief from the heat you're going to get, you might need to jump into our beautiful Atlantic. And let me tell you why, because with temperatures well above average for our highs, lows in the mid to upper 70s with that southeast breeze, we're not expecting much in the way of relief from any rainfall or any relief from the heat from cloud cover, believe it or not, for the next couple days. And that's all thanks to high pressure. Even though temperatures about 1 to 2 degrees more comfortable inland, closer away from the coast, our dew points are reflecting the humidity, upper 60s and low 70s. So look, our feels like temperatures 2 degrees warmer than the air temperature in Key West, as well as Fort Lauderdale and Miami. Satellite and radar composite showing the ridge of high pressure. We're going to be talking about this ridge of high pressure for the next 7 days. It'll be keeping the jet stream to the north, unfortunately focusing on more severe weather over much of the nation that doesn't need it. From Texas all the way up to the Ohio Valley, even New York, Washington, D.C. may see some of these severe storms. South of it, we have these highs. These highs are flirting with records. 27 cities with record highs today. Tomorrow, all the way including the northern half of our state. We're talking about Orlando, Tampa, Jacksonville, 16 cities with record highs tomorrow. While we're dealing with the heat, we're not dealing with record highs, thank goodness, right? Very early in the year to be talking about that. But those above average temperatures will be in place with feels like temperatures much warmer than the air temperature. Beautiful shot from our Miami tower cam with highs in the upper 90s for feels like temperatures this afternoon. Head to the beach or do some boating. I do want to remind you, any outdoor activities, please make sure you're lathering on the sunblock. Our UV index is at an extreme, and this is all very sudden for us to get back into the swing of things for this time of year. So be prepared, hydrate, sunblock, sunglasses, light chop on the bay. If you're getting out on the boat, enjoy.
A Fort Lauderdale landmark has gotten a new life, and this weekend things turn up with a country twist.
Yeah, Alexis Frazier joining us now with more on the transformation of the War Memorial Auditorium. And now it's a hotspot for music.
Yes, it is, Alex and Eric. Well, from war stories to weekend shows, the War Memorial has a rich past and, of course, now a new future. The reimagined space, it has already started hosting big music acts, and this weekend they're adding to that growing list. So you can catch the Panthers play Game 6 tonight in Sunrise, but you can check out Nico's show tomorrow night. Ticket information up on our website, local10.com. And this venue, of course, is not a huge venue, but it's something nice for Fort Lauderdale because I feel like we don't have this modern, up-to-date venue, and they needed something to do with the War Memorial. So it's nice how they redid it, gave it a little remix.
Transformation, right? A remix is the perfect way to phrase it.
Love it.
Good stuff. Thanks, Alexis.
Let's